I was here for 6 years, and then my husband and I, who's also a police officer, we left for a few years. She was pursuing something else. I went and I worked for 2 years up in LA County, and I've just been back in Chula Vista now. I've been reading in the papers, but the way it was put to me is that I'm being laid off effective January 7th, 2000. When we moved back to Chula Vista, we moved back here because we feel like it's our home, and we live in the community that we serve. We just bought a house in preparation of staying here for the rest of our lives, and so I'm looking at a huge mortgage and, you know, my kids' education, everything. It's a gamut of emotions that makes me feel scared and worried for not only just us, but our community as a whole. I've heard a lot about mismanagement. I don't know if that's true. What I do know is that it's, I don't know how much is being looked at as far as what we have in reserves, if there is a reserve. You know, I've heard a lot about us being laid off in January, and I don't really understand that considering the fiscal year ends in June. So I've been, you know, and again, this is not any information that I've been researching myself, but just from all of us talking, they're talking about they want a slush fund just to build up, and that seems strange that they're going to sacrifice police officers' jobs and our community safety just to build up their revenue for the next year, when it seems like there ought to be other ways that they can look into. I would like to know, again, I'm a little frustrated because, as I said, I was here for 6 years. I left on my own accord. It wasn't something that I had to do. That was a decision that we made. But when we came back here less than a year, and we were authorized, Jim Sandoval authorized us to be hired. So now less than a year later, he's wanting to lay a whole bunch of us off. So it's a little confusing to me why we were hired in the first place if we were in such dire straits as far as the budget was concerned. So that's one of the things I'd kind of like to know.